Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Fred Johnson Show, our sports talk edition once again. And this time it's for a wild card weekend. Me and Charlie going to give our picks for the six games that are playing. Charlie, how you doing?
Holiday Fred, I'm doing pretty good. We've got those six big games. Let's see what happens.
That's right. Six big games playing this weekend. And let's go over them. But before we do that, let's just briefly let me bring up last week. We didn't do that good, Charlie.
No, 7 wins, eight
Yeah, we had
losses, and
7
one
wins. You had
tie.
7 wins there. I had 7 wins there. Not too good, but we knew it was going to be a hard weekend or a week last week with the way they were
Yeah.
resting people. But so if you took the 7 wins we picked, you did good. So, but moving on now to wild card weekend. Let me change the view here.
Yeah, we've
Boom,
got
there we go.
Indianapolis in the first game on the road to Buffalo, who are minus 6.5. They are at home, of course, Buffalo.
Yeah, and that line opened up at minus 6.5, and it stayed at 6.5. And Buffalo's at home, and I'm taking Buffalo minus the 6.5. In fact, I'm making that my fur coat pick of the week.
Yay, Fred! Yeah, I'm taking them. Buffalo Bills also. They're my cheese platter pick of the week. I think they're like almost a Super Bowl team, or they can go to the Super Bowl. They've been winning so big each week. Indianapolis does not play in the cold like Buffalo does.
Right, yeah, and Buffalo's at home, and 6.5 is perfect. I thought that line would inch up to like 7, maybe 8, but
Mm-hmm.
it stayed at 6.5. So I think that's a really good bet right there. That's why we've made it one of our main picks there.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right,
one. If you only bet one game, bet that one.
bet that one.
All right, the LA Rams, who have a lot of players back, are +3 on the road to Seattle, who's -3, of course.
Yeah, that line moved. That initially was -5,
Yep.
and that went down to 3. So that must mean they were getting a lot of action on Seattle, maybe. I guess that's what that means. Or not enough action, maybe on
Not enough
Seattle.
on Seattle,
No,
but
not enough on
yeah,
Seattle.
they were
Yeah,
people were betting the Rams,
right.
and
So
now
now
there's
now it's 3, and I tell you what, I just God, that's a toss. That was a tough one. I went back and forth. I love the Rams. I'm going to be rooting for the Rams, but I just have a feeling Seattle's at home. It's only 3. And I think this game might end up as in a push. It might be a field goal game. So I'm taking Seattle -3.
I am going to take the Rams. I think it'll be a close game. I don't think Seattle's been playing well. I know the Rams have quarterback issues, and who knows. So the Rams in that one for me.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. All right.
Next game is Tampa Bay and Tom Brady on the road at Washington. -8 for Tampa Bay on the road.
Yeah. Now that line moved too. It was a 7.5, and now it's moved to 8, which is good because I mean Tampa Bay should win this game. But they're at Washington, and Washington has a really good defense. If they had anything, they got a really good defense, and they've been talking about how you get to Brady. If you can pressure Brady, that's how you get to him. And so with 8 points now, I'm picking the Washington football team plus the 8. In fact, I'm making that my upset pick of the week.
Yay, Fred. Yeah. That long haired guy at defensive end for Washington, number 99, he wants Brady. So
Yeah, he
he's going
does.
to try to go get him. I'm taking Washington too,
Oh, all right.
also at +8.
Very good. All right, we're on board there. That'll either be one of those games we both win, Or like last week, we both lose.
We go down.
I think we're going to do better this week.
Get
Can't do much
Brady out of
worse.
the chance for the Super Bowl. Let's get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Baltimore's on the road. They're playing really well lately. They're minus 3.5 at even money against Tennessee.
Yeah, that line stayed the same. It started at 3.5, and it stayed at 3.5. They're in Tennessee, and I know Tennessee beat them last year, and knocked them out, which surprised everybody. And so that's why I think Baltimore's got a bad taste in their mouth from that, and they're going to come in hot. They are hot. I forget how many games they've won so far in a row, but
5, I think, yeah.
yeah, like 5 in a row. I'm taking Baltimore minus the 3.5.
I'm taking Baltimore. You betcha. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Next game is the Chicago Bears. They are on the road at plus 10 to New Orleans, who is minus 10.
Yeah, there you go. That was one of those games that now they're in New Orleans. I believe New Orleans is a better team than Chicago. Chicago's been playing tough. But 10 points is a lot of points. But I had to hem, I had to haw. But when it all came down to it, that opened up at 9.5. Yeah, it went up to 10. I'm still sticking with New Orleans. I think they're going to win, hopefully at least by 10. But I don't know. What say you, Charlie?
Yeah, it's hard to say. The Bears could lose by 30 or they could win the game by 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm dumb enough to pick the Bears at plus 10, though they'll probably lose by 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's actually the best bet, really, because you got
just in
Chicago,
case they show up and too many fumbles or whatever.
Right, New Orleans win by a touchdown, you got the win.
Yeah. We'll see
And-
what happens.
and
We got the big one.
No, wait, I believe, aren't you making that?
Oh,
your
yeah, that's
special
my
pick?
buffet pick of the week. That's
Charlie's
right.
buffet pick of the week, the plus 10. Chicago
I'm so
Bears.
scared to bet a lot of money.
That's right.
I don't bet the games, but you should not bet a lot of money on the Bears.
That's why it's the buffet pick.
Right.
You got to save your money for the buffet.
Save your money so you can buy the buffet at $14.95, all you can eat.
There you go.
And if you spend it on the, game, then it's gone. The money's gone.
All right.
All right. The last game is Cleveland. Yes, they barely beat Pittsburgh last week. They're plus 6. They're playing Pittsburgh again, who is at home.
Yeah, now that line started off at 3.5, Pittsburgh. Now it moved to minus 6. I was going to take Pittsburgh with the money, but now that it moved up to 6, I think this is going to be a field goal game. Yeah, so
I mean, Pittsburgh has their starters playing again this week, but
they're
Cleveland a little issues with the coach with COVIDs but
that's the thing. I think there's Cleveland really wants to win bad. You never know about the Steelers. Steelers are a bad team to bet on. You don't know if they're what team's going to show
out
up.
Of 5 and
Cleveland doesn't have their coach because of the COVIDs, and I think another player, and they're not unable to practice in their facility. But I think it's going to be. I think Steelers are going to win this game by a field goal. These games come down to a field goals, so I'm taking Cleveland plus the 6.
I am taking Cleveland plus the 6.
Yeah.
So, it should be close. Steelers likely will win, but it's scary to think the Steelers will win by a touchdown or 2. They haven't really done anything in 5 weeks.
Exactly. Other than that good second half they had against the Colts. But so let's take a look at this real quick.
All right.
Just to recap our picks. We both took Buffalo minus the 6.5. You made that your cheese plate platter. Yep. I made that my fur coat pick. You took the Rams +3. I took Seattle -3. We both took the Washington football team plus that 8. In fact, I made that my upset pick of the week. We both took Baltimore -3.5. You took Chicago plus that 10 and made that your buffet pick of the week. I picked New Orleans -10, and then we both picked Cleveland +6.
There it is.
There it is.
Wild card weekend. 3 games tomorrow and 3 games on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah, that's right. So
And
football weekend. I'm not going to get anything done this weekend.
Nope, me neither.
Just watching football all
And
day
the winners
Saturday.
will go on to the next round, and that'll be joined in by Kansas City and Green Bay, who had byes this week. So,
all right, everybody. Well, that's Charlie and Fred's pick for Wild Card weekend. Enjoy the games this weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.